I 2020, I was diagnosed with end-stage renal failure. So my kidneys failed. My kidneys failed at about 6%. And so I woke up one day and I couldn't, but I've always suffered from hypertension. And the doctors would say that it's essential. There's no reason there's nothing that they can tell or find to cause why. And so I've been on medication. I came to Canada at 20 years old. So I've been on medication and then affected everything else. 2020, when pandemic happened, so my kidneys failed then and everything else went haywire. So I'm currently on dialysis. And so my life changed drastically. I had to adjust my meals, everything. I'm taking peritoneal dialysis, which is a machine that I use at home. So there's an incision that is, there are two connected to these saline solutions. So basically while I'm sleeping, it's cleaning my kidneys and putting out the toxins out of my body. And then by the time I wake up, it goes for 9 hours. And by the time I wake up, there's a little bit left in me, and that keeps me throughout the day. So I can work. I'm a registered psychotherapist, so doctor said to me, "You're a busy lady, so you can't do hemo, which is go to the hospital 3 times a week." And so yeah, that's been my life pretty much. My life adjusted. I lost friends. I can't go out. My life drastically changed. I have 3 daughters, which I adopted, 3 daughters. And so I had to live to survive to take care of my kids. Anyways, so long story short, so a friend of mine told me about Atomy. I think somebody told me years ago, and I visited a center, but I wasn't interested because I was busy doing other things. And then she told me I'm going through chemo, and she said it works at this little level, and it worked for you. You should try it. I said okay, fine. I ordered it. She gave it to me. I believed her, so I took it. So August last year, I had another incident. My life changed again. I ended up in the hospital. My stopped breathing. I had ended up with hypoxia, which I stopped breathing for 6 minutes. So my brain got affected. Everybody's shocked that I'm alive. So I was in the hospital for 44 days. And so because of that, my mobility to walk, everything went haywire. So I've been home from September. And I've been at home, taking my medication, and I started taking the Atomy. So in my bed, I have everything in my bed, and I just take it. I've never read anything. I never read about it. I just believe Dada. That's it. And I read it, and I started taking it. But every time I go to the kidney clinic every 8 weeks, and they'll do a spectrum to see what are my levels. My iron is always low. My hemoglobin and my iron is always low. There are days I can't wake up, I can't go to the bed because I'm so fatigued, because my levels are always off. My blood pressure is usually very high, and so on. But I went last month, well, the month before that, they say, we're still not balancing. So I take injection for my kidneys, for my hemoglobin. Plus they also send me to the cancer clinic, because they're convinced that I have cancer, because there's no way your proteins are so high and so many things are happening, but they can't give a reason. Anyway, so they said to me, so I'm taking the injection, plus I'm taking over-the-counter iron pills, still not working. So they said to me, we're gonna study to get infused out intravenously with iron, and that was scheduled for May 8th. So I did my blood work and I went to the clinic that week, which is like 2 weeks ago. And the doctors, what started happening, my blood pressure started going down. My daughter, every morning my daughter goes to a routine and she'll take my blood pressure and she'll change my dialysis every morning before she go to school. And she said to me, my blood pressure is like 117 over over 67. When I went to the clinic, it was 95 over 76. And they said, we don't know what's going on. And what was the surprising thing the doctor said to me, he said, your hemoglobin is normal. Wow. Your hemoglobin is normal and your iron levels are normal. Wow. And even then, I'm still not putting two together to say it's because of hemo. Because as I said, I never read anything. I just took it and it's finished. So when I stopped taking it, I stopped taking it about 3 weeks. I don't know anything. So the doctor said to me, Marcy, I'm shocked. He said, your levels are normal. Blood pressure is normal. I took my blood pressure this morning. And they took me off 3 medications for hypertension. They said stop taking it. This morning my blood pressure was 114 over 90 something, and with no medication. And they said to me, the doctor said to me, you need a break. Go. So I'm scheduled to go on vacation tomorrow. He said, you need a break. Go take a break. Your levels are normal. Go enjoy your vacation. And then I called Donna, but I was talking to Donna, and I was telling her, I was so excited. I was telling her what the doctor said. She said, Deborah, it's emo. It's the emo here. I'm like, what? She said, yes, that's what's working. It's affecting your blood, and that's the first time I actually take the time to read and recognize that. Yeah, it did help.
Thank you so much for sharing your testimony about the product. It's really amazing, right? Like how the product is doing to our body. So I think this is all we can do to help other people. We don't want to see people suffer. So I work in a chemo unit, and every day when I'm there, like I would see people suffer, and the only thing you can do is share, but it's up to them if they want to try or not. And good thing that you're open to this, right? Okay, so let's give a round of applause again to Deborah. Okay, so let's go now to our second speaker, or to our second
one box.
Oh, really? Amazing. She only finished only one box, so only one. But she already have seen the result. Yeah. With me, when I had a problem, it's only 3 days. I started to.
How many per day that you take?
How many per day did you take?
So I did. I maintain 2, but sometimes when I'm bored, I take more.
I think we can take at least 5, right? Per day. Yeah, 6 per day.
I didn't do so much.
Yeah. So the more that you don't feel okay, just take more, because you would really feel the difference. Because even with me, even I'm so tired, I don't get enough sleep, I take more. So it helps a lot. Yeah, thank you. Okay, so let's go to the second who will share. Let's call a 0. Oh, okay. Areza, sorry. Areza. Let's give her